Welcome to the audiobook, Half Married, Half Separated, Half Crazy, written by Brennan Pearl Jr., read to you by Brennan Pearl Jr.
Chapter 1, Caught Living a Lie. In today's world, you got to be careful when you're tossing the word love around, because it might not have the same meaning to the person you're tossing it to. Love isn't defined in the same way by everyone in this new millennium. In this point in time, we've lost the true meaning of what real love even represents. In today's world, love has taken a brand new meaning. Where there used to be a time when love was special, respected, and represented a commitment that happily bonded two people together, we now find it as a tool which we use to mislead, manipulate, and pull each other down. I can't understand it. And I'm through even trying after this unforgettable experience. I wish somebody could give me an explanation as to why so many women have lost so much respect for themselves and why they think it's all right to take the purity of love and use it for establishing financial gain. That's not a fair exchange, and love requires a fair exchange. What about the women who give the power of the Almighty Daughter more respect and recognition than they give the vows of matrimony that they once took before God? These are the types of games married women are out here playing, and I'm telling you, it's a terrible travesty that's got to stop. Attention all wifeys. Cut it out. You're hurting people. That's all I've got to say. If you no longer love your husband, leave him. Why cheat on him simply because you're afraid to lose your lifestyle of convenience? You drag innocent people into your bullshit. This creates a bigger problem for everyone involved. Are you feeling me? My feelings would be so profound had I not stumbled into this unfortunate situation. Seeing for myself how devious some married women can be when attempting to have their cake and eat it too. Me and Caroline met while I was a bouncer at a live singles club called Jello's in Cincinnati. Caroline mesmerized this brother the first time I saw her. She was hot and all that. And to this day, she's still hot and all that. But it's not the exterior of this woman that's the problem. It's the inner being of this woman that will rock you to sleep as she creeps on her husband in pursuit of fulfilling the needs she's obviously not having met at the home. That's the problem. Caroline was missing the proper TLC that every woman desires in a relationship, and because she didn't have it, married or not, her search continued. And that's how I came into the picture. Caroline had been both emotionally and sexually unfulfilled for quite some time at this point, and she was frustrated. So on this particular Friday night when the club I was working in was jumping, I was chilling by the bar doing my crowd control thing when suddenly Caroline walked in and walked straight to the bar. I looked her up and down, then I introduced myself. I was like, "Hi, how you doing? My name is PJ." Now, to be perfectly honest, I really expected this woman to act snobbish or something. You know, she seemed like she could have possibly been a little bougie. You know how some beautiful women had a tendency to be when they think they're all that. But to my surprise, she came back with a pretty smile and said, "Hi, I'm Caroline." "Nice to make your acquaintance, Miss Caroline. I hope you enjoy your evening," I said. After she got her drink and stepped away from the bar, we continued to chit-chat for a while. But all the time we were talking, I wanted to ask her about that wedding ring I noticed she was wearing. I didn't want to seem too anxious, but before I went too far, I needed to know if this woman was married or not, because it's a golden rule of mine that married women are off limits to me. It's never wise to mess around with another man's woman unless you're looking for some drama, and drama is something I can do without. "You work here?" she asked. "Yeah, I do security," I said, looking into her eyes. Then I looked down at her hand again. "So you're married, huh?" "No, I'm separated. Have been for over a year now." Of course, I took the answer to be the truth. Separated. But my lie detector said it was a lie. Lie detector reads, one lie told. You see, I had to invest in a lie detector once I realized I was in a bad situation with this woman after getting too deeply involved. So to prove a point, I brought my lie detector along to keep track of all the secrets Caroline had and all the lies she told. Okay, let's get back to the story. For the remainder of the night, I kept my eyes on Caroline, checking.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?